Hello friends, and welcome back to Gloomhaven. So there's a new DLC out, these solo scenarios, and I tried my best to take a look at the scenarios, and I had made a full episode on one of these solo scenarios, and I felt like it was a little weird to pick up Olympus's Chosen and try to jump into these solo scenarios then. So instead, why don't we just start a new campaign? This time I'm going to be bumping up the difficulty to hard, just by one. It's not much, but it's going to increase the monsters, the traps, and the gold levels up by 1. We're going to use the original ability enhancements, which means that the permanent enhancements will affect all current and future mercenaries of the same class. Enhancements cannot be sold. This is definitely the way that I like to play it, because when you bring in a mercenary of the same class that you had put so much effort into, and you put an enhancement on one of their cards, you get to keep that enhancement. You don't have to rework for it. This is the way, of course, it is played in the board game, and maybe I'm a bit biased towards that. As for the naming theme of the series, we're going to stick to names from H.P. Lovecraft stories. So we will be known as the Cult of Lovecraft. As for the rules, I'm going to just stick with what is recommended. Honestly, I'm not going to go over these too much. If you're interested, you can pause and take a look at how they differ. For the DLCs, we'll be bringing in Jaws of the Lion and, of course, the solo scenarios, which is basically the entire reason why I'm doing this Gloomhaven campaign again. Because as I was making the episode for the Brute solo scenario, I realized that if and when I beat a solo scenario, I would get the reward and never be able to use it. And that just doesn't make sense to me. So this will make it a lot more fun. We'll start from scratch with a clean slate. And when a class reaches level 5, their solo scenario becomes available. And whenever I do get to beat that scenario, we'll get the well-deserved reward and be able to use it as they continue to level up. So let us begin the Cult of Lovecraft.
Welcome to the harsh lands of Gloomhaven, recruit. You think you have what it takes to become a mercenary out there on the edge of the world? We are paid to venture into the darkest forests of the region and to step into ancient crypts with the unmistakable stench of death and rotting flesh. Lovely places to earn a name for yourself. Be ready to face cutthroats, undead, fearsome tribes, and dreadful demons from other realms. You didn't find yourself as a mercenary without knowing how to crack a few skulls, did you?
And here we go. I'm going to click through all of these things because I've already seen them. You've all probably already seen them, or you can discover them on your own. It's basically a little bit of a tutorial, but I don't think we need it, as this is going into my 3rd season of Gloomhaven. So when we come back, I'll show you the 4 mercenaries that we will be beginning this new series with. And here we are. I wanted to find a good mixture of Jaws of the Lion and core Gloomhaven, so I kind of went with 2 and 2. This way we can get some interesting gameplay that I was not able to touch upon in my other core Season 2 Gloomhaven. So welcome Tiog, Asenath Waite Derby, Lavinia Watley, and Kajia Mason. I'm not going to go into who these people are, but I definitely suggest you looking them up if you're interested in Lovecraftian stories and its lore. And as for the females here, it took me a long time to find some female names within the Lovecraftian lore. So I'm gonna put out a call to everyone out there. If you can find a female name of within the Lovecraftian stories, please let me know in the comment section, because it took me a long time to find these three. And I'll probably consider taking names from board games such as Arkham Horror, if that's going to be the case. But anyway, I've gone through the merchant. We're going to be giving the iron helmet to Tiog, hide armor, and minor healing potion. All pretty typical gear for a tank. The hide armor is going to be giving Tiog 2 -1 modifier cards, as shown down there. Asenath is taking a cloak of invisibility and a minor stamina potion. Lavinia, the boots of striding and minor stamina potion. And as for Kajia, just the eagle eye goggles. As for their cards, I'm not going to be going into them, and I'm not going to be taking any X tier abilities for this first one. I just want to jump in straight to the scenario. I'm even going to be skipping the city encounter. So let's go to Black Barrow.
Everyone needs to eat. Whatever your reason for coming to Gloomhaven, out here on the edge of the world, that simple fact is never going to change. A mercenary can't fight on an empty stomach. So when Jexera, a Valrath woman wearing a red cloak and enough gold jewelry to keep you fed for a decade, approaches you in the Sleeping Lion and offers to pay you 10 gold coins to track down a thief and retrieve some stolen goods, well, seems like as good an excuse as any to sober up and start paying off your tab. This thief has taken some important documents, says the red-skinned merchant, her tail whipping about in agitation. I don't care what you do to him. Just bring back what is mine. Based on Jexera's description, it was easy enough to knock around a few alley thugs and get a location of the thieves' hideout. You don't find yourself as a mercenary way out in Gloomhaven without knowing how to crack a few skulls. So your target is the Black Barrow. Sounds like a lovely place.
As for these encounters, I'm going to be making choices off of the knowledge that I've gained already. Since this is going to be a higher difficulty, I'd like to get as much help as I can and not roleplay as much. Now, there might be times that I might do that, but we'll just have to see when that comes. Walking a path between a small grove and a steep cliff, you suddenly find yourself facing a massive group of felled trees blocking the road. Placement of the trees seems odd, and you have a wary, suspicious feeling about the whole situation. Do we clear the trees, or take time to find a way around the trees? This would be a good way to help other travelers, though we might be kind of tired or ambushed. And this one would take more time anyway, so, I mean, it's... In this case, let's go with the clear the trees from the road. I'm not sure if it's going to work, but we do have Tiag, who is strong enough to maybe lift them. Let's see. The trees are too massive and dense to remove through conventional means, but with elemental power they are destroyed and swept aside in no time. Okay, well, the Spellweaver, she was the one that that helped out. Good.
The hill is easy enough to find. A short journey past the new market gate, and you see it jutting out on the edge of the corpse wood, looking like a rat under a rug. Moving closer, you see the mound is formed from a black earth. Its small, overgrown entrance presents a worn set of stone stairs leading down into the darkness. As you descend, you gratefully notice light emanating from below. Unfortunately, the light is accompanied by the unmistakable stench of death. You contemplate what kind of thieves would make their camp in such a horrid place as you reach the bottom of the steps. Here, you find your answer. A rough group of cutthroats who don't seem to have taken very kindly to your sudden appearance. One in the back matches the description of your quarry.
To the battle goals. For Tiag, Die Hard or Hunter? Kill one or more elites. Never allow your current hit point value. Yeah, let's go for Hunter. Asenath, Aggressor or Workhorse? Ooh, I mean, Workhorse sounds good, but you can see here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know if I'm going to be able to hit 13. Have one or more monsters present on the map at the beginning of every round. Sounds pretty much like her, though. We'll go for that. Lavinia. Fast healer, weakling. Fast healer. And Kajia. Straggler, altruist. We'll go for Straggler. I like taking long rests with the Spellweaver. Okay, well, embark on our first quest into Black Barrow. We'll be seeing level 2 bandit archers, bandit guards, and living bones. There's a treasure chest we'd like to pick up, and some unclaimed rewards. Let's do this.
Take care of these unfortunates, your target says, backing out of the room. You can vaguely make out his silhouette as he retreats down a hallway and through a door to his left. Well, it's not every day we get people stupid enough to hand-deliver their valuables to us, grins one of the larger bandits, unsheathing a rusty blade. We'll be killing you now. Joke's on them. If you had any valuables, you probably wouldn't be down here in the first place.
Good point. Well, if this is your first time watching my playthroughs of Gloomhaven, how this will go is each round I will choose the 2 ability cards for each class off camera, and then I'll come back to explain the quote-unquote plan for that round for each of the mercenaries, and then I will start the round where Gloomhaven's AI system for the enemies will find a way to quickly screw up my plans. So let's get started in round 1. So we'll be starting off with Tiag at 16, which is obviously going to be the easiest name of all of them to remember. Moving 2 with a shield, I'm just going to have him move up into this hex here. I think I can... There we go. And from there, Desert Knight. Attack 2, but more importantly, disarm, targeting an enemy within 2 hexes, bringing in ice and darkness. So from here, we can disarm probably the elite. Then 20 is Azure. Oh man, I'm already losing it. We'll be seeing Frost armor, so we'll use Frost with an attack of, this will make it 3 at range of 3, and Impaling Eruption for the move 4. I don't think I'll be moving 4 necessarily, but I need movement. This is a burn card I'm not going to be using right away, I don't think. So for now, we'll just use it for the movement to get into a good position. 23 is the Void Warden. I forgot her name already. Should probably write these down. Suggestion move will have darkness. We can put a curse into the monster's attack modifier deck. And Wicked Scratch to bring darkness right back in again. Having an ally within range 2, attack 3. This is a melee attack 3, so he'll be standing here and we can have him make an attack of 3. Then finally at 86, going very late, single out and special mixture for the Scoundrel, who I think is Watley. I think she's Watley. No, she's not. And then at 86 is the Scoundrel move 3, poison, and then single out for an attack of 5. I'm thinking it's going to be the elite 1, 2, 3, and then make that attack. It depends on when they're all going and what they're going to do. So let's see what they're going to do and how they screw up my plans. Ooh, okay, well they're not moving far, so these guys are not much of a trouble, and then the elites are going to be hitting pretty hard, but again, you're not going to move, and this one is going to be stuck where it is disarmed. So really the only two I have to worry about are these two. I think this one I won't have to worry about if I put myself in a good place, which might be right there. If we remember, let's take a look at the numbers. This Bandit Guard Elite over on the far right says number 5 next to it. This one is number 3, so this one will go before this one, and then the normals will follow the elites. 6, 1, 2, and 4. So this one will move up here, and then 2 will move 2, 1, and it can't go there, so it'll either stop or it will continue to here, probably continue to there, and then this one will move and this one will move up again. So let's go to this hex here, and we will confirm our shield. We'll have another shield for the next 2 attacks against coming from the normal guards, and we'll have you be disarmed with a +2. That is a good start, my friend. End the turn. Now we have ice and darkness. So what we'll want to do is, we don't want to go too far in this direction. Even here is too far because this will be able to move too. Let's stay over here and maybe make an attack against this one. But I don't want to go too close. Maybe I'll just go to this hex. That might be enough. Yeah. So it's not very far, but we want to make it toward that door, right? We'll use ice because we want to use darkness for the Void Warden's curse. And I want to make an attack against one of these two. Let's make the attack on this one first. That way, if we kill this one, then this one will still be able to walk up. If I can kill this one, then this normal guard will walk up to here still, and then we'll block this one from making an attack. If I can get lucky, that would be great, but I'm not really too hopeful in this attack. What is happening? This can't be good. This can't be good. Okay. Well, we will, in your case, move over to here. I don't want to be in the way, and I certainly don't want to be attacked by any of them. I could go for those boots of striding to go pick up the gold, which is 3 gold. Normally that's only 2 gold on a level 1 dungeon. But because we're doing the higher difficulty, then we're getting more gold out of it. Not too bad. So yeah, right to here. We want to stay adjacent to our allies with her. We'll use this to just throw a curse into their deck. And then we'll have you make another attack 3 against this one, the elite here. And a +1. We're doing pretty good here. Doing pretty good. Minor stamina potion will pass for now. That's not too bad. We'll take a damage for that. Okay, so here they come, right? We don't want to be around them for too long. We will move up. Let's see here. Let's move up to here. I'll put the poison on this normal, and then we'll do single out against it. We can go really early next turn to get away from them. That sounds like the better choices there. We could even go invisible. I'm going to wait for that, though. So let's move up. And poison you. And now this is an attack of 6 against you because he's adjacent to one of our allies. That makes it +2 and +1 for the poison. Let's see it. Wow. We're doing pretty good here. Pretty good. Obviously, this is very lucky. Round 2. So I've realized I haven't talked about the personal goals or personal quests for each class of these 4 classes. I'll go through that as I'm discussing this round's plan. Going first at 4 is the Scoundrel Flanking Strike and Venom Shiv for the movement. So we'll move over in this corner and we'll make a flanking strike against this elite guard. Hopefully that's enough to kill it. All we need is a 0 or better. The Scoundrel's personal quest is Zealot of the Blood God. Become exhausted 12 times. Now what does that mean? We have to die or burn through all of our cards before the end of the scenario. We have to do that 12 times and then we will retire the Scoundrel. What does retirement mean, you might be asking if you've never played this? Retirement means that they've fulfilled their personal quest as a, well, in this case, she is a human being, so her personal quest as a human has been fulfilled. She will then retire and move on with her life. That means she is basically wiped clean from the mercenary band, and we will use a different, we will replace her with another class. We could bring the Scoundrel back as another class, but it won't be her, it will be a different one, starting with a fresh slate. So become exhausted 12 times. 32 is Tiog the Red Guard, Healing Sands, a move 3. All attacks targeting you gain disadvantage this round. So we'll move, probably go pick up some loot here. And Flaming Sickle to pull in one of let's see here. It's a range 2, pull 1. So we'll pull the elite guard into this hex here, also bringing in fire. Now, why do we want to pick up loot as the red guard? Well, his personal quest is piety in all things. Donate 120 gold to the Sanctuary of the Great Oak. I considered using 10 of his starting funds to go towards the Great Oak, and I've decided against it. I'm just not going to do it yet. We'll get there eventually. But each donation is worth 10 gold, so we just have to do that 12 times. Then 58 is the Void Warden. Freeze the soul for the bottom ability, stun at range 3, and we'll use our darkness over here so that we don't curse ourselves. And then Lure of the Void to disarm at range 3 and then force them to move 1. So the two, this Bandit guard and the Elite guard standing here, will have them controlled for the next round if they go earlier than 58 this round, or this round if they go after 58. We know that they can go after 58. They surely can go before as well. Then at 83, going very late, ride the wind just to get into an interesting position, and flame strike for an attack 3 at range 2, potentially using that wound, that flame or fire element for wound. I'm actually going to use Reviving Ether for a move 4. I don't want to burn this, and I might need more than just 2. So let's do it that way. This is a move 4 with jump even. Okay, so they're going at 55, which means they'll be making their attacks, and then next round they will be, these two in particular, will be disarmed and stunned, which is good because then they'll be strengthened, and we don't want that. Let's try to kill this one, of course. Okay, I think we're going to plan here. Let's jump back here. I'm hoping this is enough, because if it's not, then it's going to be attacking her. Whoop, skip that movement, make the attack. Now, if it wasn't enough, I could go invisible. That is an option. Now, do I want to use my minor stamina potion? I do before I take a long rest, because I have an odd number of cards. That's typically the pattern that I follow, because the minor stamina potion gives me one of my discarded cards back. So that would give me a full extra turn where I need to play 2 cards. As is, I have 2 more turns left before I need to take a rest with the Scoundrel. If I bring one of these cards back, I'd have 3 full turns. So I probably will end up doing that. It's just a matter of, do I need to do it right away? And I think the answer is no, not yet. So we'll let this go for now, and then maybe next round I'll decide on what card I pull back. So this will be good for the their incoming attacks, an attack of 4 and an attack of 3. Now maybe I want to stay where I am. Maybe I pick the loot up right here and then they charge in here. That might be the better option, so that I don't take this hit as well. And then they'll be standing here and here, or here and here. Let's do it that way. I'll move over here, and I'll just pull this one in. This one will have a move. Oh, it just has a move of 1. Yeah, you know what? That's even better. So we'll confirm this movement. Skip and confirm the bottom ability, or bottom part of that ability. And then we'll pull this guy in, also dealing 3 damage. Potentially. Okay, 3 damage. And we'll pull him right over that loot. Cool. That'll be his turn. So we'll be taking an attack from this bandit, but not this one or that one. And that worked out really well. And I'm surprised it chose to go there instead of going 2 hexes to here. I find that to be a bit strange. Now we can, let's see here. Which one do we stun and which one do we disarm? Let's stun the bigger one. So that way it can't move, it's going to stay right there, it can't perform anything on its turn. We want to ignore that curse, of course, and then we will disarm this one. Now we can decide if we want to move him or not. Why would we want to move him? Well, Shield of the Desert allows us to consume fire to make an attack against 2 enemies, attack 3 against 2 enemies. That might be a good thing to shoot for. So we could push him into this. Now he's already in that formation, so maybe we keep him where he is, but I'm going to put him back there, I think. What else is coming up? Because we might actually just kill him, or we can use that wound. So let's keep him where he is. We'll skip that movement, actually. Again, minor stamina potion for her. We have 1, 2, 3.5. So we might want to do that for her eventually. Let's not do that right away. I have plenty of really good abilities for her at the moment. Right. And now it's her turn. I think I'm just... No, you know what? I'm going to make the attack against this one now. And I'm not going to use fire for this. Instead, I'm just going to make this attack as is. And in this case... yeah, we'll let it go. We'll let it go. Because he's already disarmed. If it doesn't work, if it doesn't die, then it's okay. Okay, it's dead. And I'm going to move way over here adjacent to them. And I'll show you why here in a moment. Round 3. And the reason why I wanted to end my turn as the Spellweaver adjacent to them is because I know I can go faster than them with Mana Bolt at 7. I'm going to use this just to walk away, but first Freezing Nova, an attack of 2 targeting all adjacent enemies, and immobilizing them. Unfortunately, I don't have ice to make it an attack of 3, but I will immobilize this one. This one's already stunned, of course. But this one is strengthened. I don't want to be getting hit by that. So what I'm going to do is immobilize it and then just walk away. This one's already stunned. Maybe she'll go pick up loot. Maybe I want somebody else to pick up that 6th loot though. And then at 10, we'll be seeing the Scoundrel going next because her second ability card is 6 and the Red Guard's second ability card is 14. So 6 goes before 14. In a case of a tie, you look at the second ability card. Initiative. We'll move 6 and then Throwing Knives. We're going to open up this door because she is aggressive. Let's see if I can see that again. Aggressor. Have one or more monsters present on the map at the beginning of every round during the scenario. So let's stand on the door. We'll go invisible and throwing knives, we can make a couple attacks against enemies that I know are standing in this vicinity here. And we'll gain a point out of that. The Cloak of Invisibility standing in the doorway means that they're not going to be moving because they can't move through the obstacle of an invisible being. There's going to be, well, actually, there's probably going to be more than just 2. I think there's going to be more like 3. And then there's going to be some archers back here. We'll see what those are going to be doing, but they typically don't have enough range to make it all the way through to here, right? Then, immediately following Shield of the Desert at 10 and Shocking Advance, I'll use this 3, 1, 2, 3, and then Shield of the Desert to make the attack against both of them. I'm realizing that this is probably going to be going later, later than 10, but I don't have anything else that I can walk up with. So what I might do instead, let's think about how we can change this up. I wanted to use this, but since he's already controlled, let's not go over and then take a hit, right? Let's go late. You know what? We'll go Blinding Sickle, bringing in light that way. I'll use Shield Spikes just for a move of 2. I'm just going to move up a little bit, and maybe I'll make the attack against this Bandit Guard, or if one of them... probably against one of them, right? I'll make an attack against one of them, and then move a little bit. Maybe pick up that loot. Maybe not. Maybe I'll just stand right where we are. 36 is going to be Grasp of Doom, a move of 3 for the Void Warden, and Gift of the Void. 1, 2, 3. Oh, you know what? Let's go really late with her too. That way everybody has a chance to go, and we can decide on where we're going to go with them. Gift of the Void and Grasp of Doom. 1, 2, 3, and then Gift of the Void, a poison at range 3. 1, 2, 3. I can't tell line of sight yet until that door opens, but I'm pretty sure that I'm going to have line of sight on an enemy right here. We'll poison them, and then we'll have one of my adjacent allies make an attack into that room. It'll all make sense once we open this door up. They're going at 50. Great. That's perfect. So we'll keep them from moving. And I'm thinking I might use the Eagle Eye Goggles on like fire orbs. So let's hold off on... Yeah, let's hold off on that. The Eagle Eye Goggles. We'll just confirm this attack. Oh, there it is. But we did get one of them out. Now we can just take a step away. Kind of get out of the way. I don't want to be in the way there. Now let's open up this door and we can figure out where we want to stand. If the Cloak of Invisibility is going to be a good thing, we can also just back up if it's going to be the case. But I would like to get into this room. There. Okay. Yeah, so they're all 3 away from where she's standing. This is good. We'll stay right where we are. What are they going to do? A move 2, and that's a move of 3. So 1, 2, 3. For that would be number 6. This is 3. So this one would go first of the normals. This one goes before both of them. So this would go to the door, and then both of them would just move up. I think where they stand is kind of okay though. So we'll definitely be going invisible. And I don't want them to walk past her, right? So we'll skip the rest of that movement. And I'll make these attacks against these normals. That's where we're going to see most of the damage anyway. Well, she's pulling through, isn't she? We'll go invisible now. That will control this room. What are they doing? The archers, they have, wow, they have a range of 5 and 6. So this one's going to move 3. 1, 2, 3 to here. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if anyone stands as close as this, then they will be hit and immobilized by that one. These ones will have a range of 5. So 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We don't have to worry about those attacks, but they're not that devastating anyway. This one could be bad since it's going to immobilize someone. 1, 2, 3, and then from here, oops, line of sight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if he was standing there, he'd have to stay there for the next round too. I don't like that idea. But they're going to be going first anyway, so we don't have to worry about that at all. Which card do we want to bring back? If anything at all. I'm kind of thinking throwing knives again, so that I can make those attacks again, maybe taking both of them out quickly. Let's do it that way. Throwing knives, because we need to kill them as fast as possible so that we can get back here, because these are going to be pretty nasty, immobilizing, and they can hit kind of hard from time to time. I mean, this one has an attack of 3 at range 5, but luckily they are all moving up 3. So 1, 2, 3, they're all going to be standing right around here. That way we don't have to go too far in to kill them, and then we can just jump into that last room. So throwing knives, hopefully that will be enough. Okay, big turn for the scoundrel. And everybody else is stuck. Perfect. Right. So we might as well make sure that he doesn't move either, or still. So we'll do this. And from here I might as well... From here I will heal up. I might as well. I don't need to move, and I don't want... Well, you know what? Let's move. I want to pick up that loot, right? What would be his next turn? We could go early and immobilize him again and then just walk away. He is already immobilized, so we could just walk away. Yeah. Okay. We'll stay here. I do want to pick up that loot, so skip the rest of that movement. Gold 6. I think he now has 9, yeah. We want her to go up into this hex. And then we'll use this to target this one, this elite. The poison basically gets rid of the shield, and it's not going to be healing itself, so we don't have to worry about that one shield now. And we'll have our friend here. I wonder, actually, could I have 1, 2, 3, 4? Yeah, he is within range, but I think I'll be fine with it being the scoundrel. She's gonna take a couple damage because of this, but this will be an attack of 4. with the poison, but because of the shield, it's still 3. There you go. She's doing some pretty good work there. And now do we want to take a card back? Again, I don't think I do. If I do, I really love Lure of the Void for the Void Warden. It is probably one of my favorite cards, if not my favorite card, particularly for a level 1 for her. We get to disarm and have them move. We might have one of them disarm and then have them move over a trap. That will be pretty helpful. But let's, before I can make that plan, I'd like to be a bit closer to them in order to make that work. So I'll wait. We also have darkness ready for this round 4. Starting off this round is Tiag the Red Guard. Flame Shroud. It's unfortunate that I don't have fire available. I do wish that I had just used shield spikes for this, but 6 gold is 6 gold, right? Now I have a move 4 without the shield, but Shocking Advance will move and will gain a shield from the light. Then 23, Thief's Knack for the Scoundrel, an attack of 3 against one of them, and Throwing Knives, an attack of 2 against these 2 guys. 83, we're going to be going really late with the Spellweaver and the Void Warden, and I've realized that I haven't discussed what their personal quests are. The Spellweaver needs to own 4 enhancements. We first need to find the Enchantress, and then we have to start purchasing enhancements for her. It's going to take some time, so we might see her reaching level 9. That is exciting. I really like the Spellweaver. We didn't even get to see her in my second series of Gloomhaven. So I'm excited, and I'd really like to see her at level 9, and I think we'll probably see that since augmented abilities, it does take some time. Then at 83, Master Influence, we can bless somebody and poison an enemy, also bringing in ice. And Close to the Abyss, let's heal up a couple people. Probably, Red Guard and Scoundrel. We'll see who's taking a ton of damage. Probably him, right? And the Void Warden needs to complete 4 boss scenarios from the base game. Now this brings up a good point, says the base game. I'll probably do the DLC again during this. I would like to see everyone, all of the mercenaries, mercenary classes retire. And in order to do that, we have to do a lot of work, a lot of scenarios. So this is going to be a very long series. I'm getting that feeling. And if we're to unlock all of the classes and play through them quite a bit, I'm hoping, again, we need to see there's solo scenarios for the core 17, then it's going to take some time. We would like to do that. Let's see what they're going to do. Okay, that's not too bad, and these aren't too bad either. They are all going early, but they're going right between. They're in our sandwich of early and late. So let's run into here, and if that's going to be the case, I'm guessing I want to make the attack against this because he's also poisoned. Yeah, I do. So let's first run into here. Yep. Skip the rest of that movement. We'll consume light for that shield, and we'll make the attack 3, make it 4 because of the poison, but -1 because of the shield. Or just a 1. we still have this minor healing potion once we take some hits here. So let's first see about killing them. Nicely done. And then we'll make this attack because that's the better chance of killing something. So let's see this. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. She's going to be getting hit from both of them. But again, they're not that bad. But that could be enough to kill if one of them pulls a +1, right? There's one +1. Maybe they'll all pull them. Oh, there's a curse. So they've decreased their chances of pulling +1s against us. Good. Oh, fantastic. We're getting lucky. We're certainly getting lucky, aren't we? Now, here's the problem. Do I burn this so that I can burn this? I do still have my eagle eye goggles. And I would like to be able to make an attack against these three, or I can jump all the way into here. With a move of 8 and jump, I can go all the way back to here. Obviously, I'm not going to do that, but... Or am I? I could make attacks against them. This is tough, because burning 2 cards, it's not the end of the world for her. We get to get these cards back. So I think I'd like to do it with the interest of taking out as many enemies as possible in this one attack. So probably going to make an attack against this, definitely attacking him. Where would we want to be? If that's the case, I guess right there. Let's go here. I'm not going to be able to kill this one in certain... There's a chance, but probably not. So let's go right to here and I'll make an attack against these 3. Yeah. Now, I could go back a little bit further and start attacking them, but she needs to take a long rest after this, and I can't allow her to be attacked by all 3 of them. So we'll skip the rest of that movement, and then we'll use this with our eagle eye goggles here, here, and here. One down, 2 down, and just the damage there. It's not too shabby though. We've brought in air, we've brought in fire. Oh, because of those 2 abilities, I thought, how did we bring in both of those? But yeah, the jump brings in air and the fire brings in fire. So now it's this. Well, we will bless... I feel like blessing the scoundrel is a good choice. We'll bless her, sorry. And then we'll be poisoning this elite. Now maybe I should have gone with 72 so that poison is here first, but that was my bad. My bad. Now do we want to take a card back? And I think I like the 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I'd like to. So let's do that. And I'm going to be bringing Lure of the Void in. Because I do have my Boots of Striding. I'll be able to move in. And I'll even be able to move somebody else a little bit. You'll see here in a moment. Let's go with this. End her turn. End the round. Round 5. Shield of the Desert. Twirling Sands. Or Sabs. We'll take a long rest with her. we'll go Black Boon, a move 2, move 2. So move 2, and then an ally within range 3 can move 2. At that point, his turn's over, so Mobilize will go away, and then Lure of the Void to disarm one of them, and then step into the trap. It's a trap of 4 damage. And Smoke Bomb and Quick Hands. We'll see what we can do with something like that. Alright. So, yeah, the damage isn't too bad, but 3 of them attacking isn't great. Then we have the Bandit Guard Elite back here is going to make a ranged attack 4. Right. There's not much I can do with this. Right. I could actually bring in Shield 3. I like the idea. The problem is that both fire and light will disappear after that. But I have ways of using... I might be able to use them with a Spellweaver in the next round. So maybe I do that knowing that we've got some incoming damage. Let's do it. Let's do it. He has a lot of cards left. And I don't want to be burning cards for taking damage. So we might as well burn 1 card and take as little damage as possible. And then we'll skip this attack. Now he can move. What would be the next choice here, though? I was thinking of pulling, but everyone's too far away. I could go invisible again, but then I'm not going to be able to go invisible later. And Smoke Bomb on your next attack while invisible. As I've said, I don't have another way of going invisible. So if I go invisible now, and then I take a long rest, I'm not actually going to be able to go invisible again. I'd have to take a short rest and then hope for the best with that attack. I'm gonna pass on that. So, what else could we do? I mean, we could move a little bit and then pull you here. Is that really a good thought? I assume not. I could do... Actually, I could make an attack and then just back away. Then this would be making the attack against the Void Warden. It's an attack of 4. The Void Warden has more cards, so she'd be able to burn a card if it came down to it. So I think that's what I'll do. We'll skip the movement. Or do I just loot and then make the attack? Let's make the attack before. I mean, no matter what, we'll just use the default, right? Let's make this attack first. I think I need to walk away. I'm just going to walk away. We'll take a step back here. This will be an attack against the Void Warden. It's unfortunate, but as I said, she can burn a card if it comes to it. So we'll skip the rest of that movement so that all of them attack him. Good. We took 1 damage out of all of that instead of... We'll take a look here. Okay, I'll take the damage. Even though we want fast healer, your health at the end of the scenario is equal to your maximum health. We have ways of healing, so... yeah, that was an attack of... I think they both pulled -1, though. A -2, a -1. And then that was a +1, so I guess I took 1 damage instead of 5. I think that was worth burning a card. Yeah, so we'll use this. With the Boots of Striding, we might as well try and pick up some loot. Why not? Doot. And then we'll have him move up. to here. And we'll send her into the trap. Oh, wait a minute. If we send it to this trap, we might be able to pull it into that trap later. I like this idea. So let's do this. Although it probably will walk. Yeah, we'll see it later. Let's heal for the Spellweaver back here. There's no healing. We need this one. Recover all of your burned cards. She's one of the very few that's able to recover their burned cards. And in her case, she can recover all of them, which is a pretty strong thing. Now, which one do we want to drop? This one I don't want to drop. That's a heal. I'm thinking this one, we can figure out a way to use this another time, and I just won't use this now. Yeah. Round 6, we'll take a long rest up here with... We still haven't killed an elite yet, so maybe we want to save this one for him. Take a long rest with the Red Guard. We have Signs of the Void and Turn Out the Lights for the Void Warden, and a long rest for the Scoundrel. What are we going to do with the Spellweaver? Well, we'll go Mana Bolt for an attack of 3. Make it 4 because of the poison, but of course the shield. So an attack of 3, and Flame Strike is an attack of 2 at range 2, so we'll have an attack of 3 and 2, and I'm hoping that's enough to take it out. We can decide what to do. Because we're going so early, I'm hoping that's going to be enough to kill it. 15, Signs of the Void. Maybe we'll put a shield on him, and then Turn Out the Lights would be the bottom ability that would burn. Or we can do it the other way around. I'm not sure. We'll see what happens, and then long rest, long rest. So let's see how we can... Okay, so it's not moving, which is great. We'll make the 2 attacks, and we don't have to worry about that attack. Then they're going to move, but they're not. They don't need to. They're good where they are. And then attack 3, attack 3. But we're going earlier than them, so we can probably figure out the best way to kill or control. As for back here, it doesn't matter what we use. I don't think it matters for her either. Nope. So we'll just do this. There, okay. Perfect. Now we can walk. Now, do we want to go pick this up? 6 gold. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think we've got enough movement for her. That's a move of 4. That's a move of 4. That's, yeah, there's plenty. So we'll confirm this movement to pick up some loot for her. Now, how do we want to do this? We have one that's not going to attack and then 2 normals. Force an enemy within range 3 to perform an attack 3 at range 3, targeting an enemy of your choice. The acting enemy suffers damage equal to the damage suffered by the target. So we could maybe have her, this bandit archer, attack the elite bandit archer so that it's not attacking at disadvantage. And then we can shove him, Tiog, the red guard, make him move a little bit or not, but at least just shield him up for the incoming attacks. Or we can just make an attack of 2 against one of them. Let's have fun, right? We'll make this attack for you. Make that attack against this. And now it suffers 4 damage, which is pretty decent. Now we just have 1 here and 2 there. That's not bad at all. We will get him into some shield. It might have been nice to move her up a little bit, but I'd like for him to be taking the attacks and might as well just get him a shield while he's at it. So yeah, so skip that movement. Because she was disarmed. Oh! Yeah. I forgot about that part. So I should have moved a little bit so that it was going to attack. Well, this is a bummer. Because now I have to burn a couple cards here. I guess I'm going to... Let's just burn Master Influence. And... how about... Freeze the Soul. We'll burn a couple. We'll burn those 2 cards. All right, that was poor planning there, because he's going later and they're tied at distance, 4 distance away from the attacker. Then it's going to go for the faster initiative. So I had to burn a couple cards for that. That's unfortunate. Thief's Knack. Could be good to maybe go for this, but I've got a plan for that. Let's go with Venom Shiv. I don't think I need that movement, and we don't need that top ability. We'll take that out. Heal up for you, and I'm thinking, I mean, this could be a good one to get rid of, but I like the bottom ability for what we're about to walk into. Shield Spikes. Retaliate X, where X is the current shield value, and this stays forever, so whatever our shield is, we'll always have that as our retaliation. Now, you know, that's probably a good one to get rid of. Shield Spikes. Because there's going to be more archers in this room, I think it's useful to just get rid of anything that's retaliation for now. Alright. Round 7. We're not doing too bad. We got really, really lucky here in the beginning. I do have to say, very, very lucky, right? In here, I made one mistake that's not too devastating, and we should be able to plow through these 2 at least very quickly, and I've got a plan for her. So let's see what we can do here around 7. So now we're going to be seeing the Scoundrel going first at 12. Smoke Bomb for the pull and Quick Hands for the move. 1, 2. I'm not going to be able to make an attack with this, but Smoke Bomb, a pull 2 at range 3. So from here, we have 1, 2, 3. Pull over that trap. That's 2 damage. Or sorry, that's 4 damage. We'll have 2 health left over. And then we'll follow up very quickly at 14. With the Red Guard Shocking Advance, we'll make that attack 3 here. And then Flaming Sickle for the bottom ability, all adjacent enemies suffer with damage. And then we'll loot. So that'll be picking up all of the loot sitting around him. That's probably 1, 2, 3 stacks, while this stack will be the Scoundrels. And then at 70, Impaling Eruption and Reviving Ether. Just wanted to go late. There's really not much I'm going to be able to do with her except for, you know, getting into this room. And then 99, a long rest for the Void Warden. So hard hits, but it should only be this one that's alive. We'll see here. Move on up. Of course, bad things can happen, right? We'll pull you over that trap. End your turn. Now, can he do it? Yes, he can. And then that'll kill this one as well. And loot. 9 more gold. How much is he at now? 18 gold. So we'll be able to start sending money to the Sanctuary of the Great Oak immediately. End your turn. We just have this one attack here. ×2, but because of his helmet, we don't have to worry about it. We'll take 2 damage. Now, just get up into this room for the Spellweaver. And we're not going to go for taking her cards yet. I'd like to burn at least another couple more cards before we do something like that. So we're just going to skip her turn, basically. And now long rest for Void Warden. I'm kind of thinking Black Boon. I don't think I need that top ability, and the move with a move is not as necessary anymore. We'll drop that one. Round 8. So in order for the Scoundrel to be happy with her battle goal, Aggressor, we need to open the door right now. Before killing this Archer, we need to open this door. So we need to send her, maybe, or maybe somebody else. But let's plan on opening this door. I know what's behind it. It's not fun, but we're doing pretty good. So I think we're going to be doing just fine. Let's keep the confidence high before Gloomhaven reels it back in, right? We'll be starting off at 6 with the Red Guard Tiog, Flame Shroud, move 4, shield 1, and then Blinding Sickle to keep somebody at bay. Let's open up this door, figure out where we need to be with a couple more movement, shield up, and then stop somebody from attacking us. Let's see where we need to stand to make all that work. 15 is the Void Warden. Signs of the Void, give him another shield, maybe a little bit more extra movement. And Gift of the Void, for the bottom, heal 2 at range 3. Just going to heal herself up so that we can get fast healer for the end of the scenario. 86, going really late, single out for the attack of 5, because we'll be surely, I'm hoping, attacking at a flanking maneuver here, and special mixture to also poison them. This will also give us Aggressor once we open that door. And then 99 for the Spellweaver, take only long rests. We are going to be doing that. What is his? Oh, okay, perfect. He killed an elite. Fantastic. That's a pretty weak attack. We can handle that. We'll move in. Let's open up this door.
Kicking through the door, you find yourself face to face with the reason these bandits chose this particular hole to nest in. Animate bones. Unholy abominations of necromantic power. Nothing more to do but lay them to rest, along with the remainder of this troublesome rabble.
Right, so there they are, right behind the door. We need to use Blinding Sickle to make one of them not attack. It's going to be an attack 2 at target 2 after moving 3. So 1, 2, 3. These, or one of these, will be able to stand in the door. If I just go here, or here, here, then this one would go 1, 2, 3. It can only make an attack against him. Let's say I stood here. Then this one would go 1, 2 and attack both of us. We don't want that. So let's maybe just back up to here and then have one of them immobilized. Which one do we want to immobilize? This one's number 2, number 9, 4, and 6. So let's... I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter. Let's go for the earlier one. I don't know. Why not? And we'll just back up to here. We'll skip the rest of that movement. And then we'll make an attack. And we could go for her. It's not a lot of damage though, so I'm not too worried about it. Let's keep one of them back here. So he's stuck. They're all going to move up to 4, and then it's attack at range 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. They're in the way, so they're gonna move here. Can they see from here? They can, and from here. Okay, but 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're just gonna be getting attacks from a couple of them, not from all of them. But with that shield 1, it's not gonna be too much. Actually, make it shield 2. We don't want to move, right? We do like where we're standing. Now, it might be in my best interest to just heal him. Because we'll probably end up taking a long rest with her anyway. And that would be enough. Or we can use Close to the Abyss. You know, I like that idea. Let's keep him healed up for now. We'll heal her up later. I forgot that they can walk all the way up to there. Okay, just that one. We're not getting any damage though, so it's totally fine. Yeah, 1 damage out of all of that. That's nothing. So in this case, yeah, we'll run over here. Actually, let's move out of the way. Move out of the way a little bit. We'll poison right there. Let's try and take him out right away. Yeah, that happens. Which one do we don't want to lose this one. Impaling Eruption is going to be very helpful in this situation. Flame Strike could be helpful as well. And Monobolt, well, Monobolt might be helpful with this bottom ability and a heal 3 at range 1. So if we do move in a little bit closer, we'll be able to keep him healed up. So let's drop Flame Strike. Round 9. We'll start out at 4 with the Scoundrel. Flanking Strike, an attack of 5. Let's try that again. And Thief's Knack for an attack of 3 against this. I'm hoping I can take both of them out. That would be wonderful. Right. Then 38, Twirling Stabs for an attack of 2, and Desert Knight for an attack of 2 with Disarm. I figure let's just do a little bit of work against this, and then we can disarm somebody. Let's think about who that could be, but it's gonna have to be one of these two, unless they go before and walk a little bit closer. Then we're gonna go late with the Void Warden and Spellweaver back here. 68, I wanted to go earlier with her because we'll go Wicked Scratch, not to loot, but the strengthen. I want to strengthen the Spellweaver for the coming attack by her. And Close to the Abyss, we can heal and potentially heal, probably heal him because he might be taking an attack or something. But we'll surely heal herself, or maybe I'll make the. What's the range on it? Okay, it's just 2, so I can only heal right here. I couldn't heal over there. And then at 70, Impaling Eruption. Let's find a place, just move 2 with her. Impaling Eruption. Oh man, I've got Eagle Eye Goggles. Okay, well, let's keep it the way it is, and I'll use Wicked Scratch Strengthen 3 over here instead. And I'll get her strengthened for the next attack, or for the next round. We can just use her Eagle Eye Goggles immediately for this attack. We'll find a place to stand and make an attack against up to 4 enemies. Let's see what it looks like. Oh, I don't like those. Okay, well, we'll be able to kill this one. Well, I'm hoping to kill this one. Let's see if I can. They're not moving, which is a good thing, but they are gaining more shield. There. One down. And over here now. Cool. She's doing some good work. Now while they're healing and doing whatever they need to do, we've got a bunch of loot back here. And then there's the treasure chest. So we want to keep one enemy alive until we can get over here and pick up this loot, or as much as we can, and then that chest. More importantly, the chest, right? What's the rest gonna look like? We have 2 more attacks coming in. I'll take the damage and hope for the best. 1 more. Well, I'm gonna have to burn a card for this. Definitely not this one. Let's drop this one. Okay. And this is unfortunate. Unless I want to do something like this and then he could just jump into the center. But I'm pretty low on cards for him. We'd have to take, like, maybe we just take a short rest in the next round and hope for something like this. But I could jump and then make, what, 1, 2, 3, 4 right back here, and then make an attack of 3 against these 3. I could also do the same here, but it's not going to really do too much there. I think I'm going to just stick with my original plan. Let's keep you from attacking. Yeah. That's okay. And instead of making this attack of 2, I'm just going to move over to pick up some loot. End his turn. Now I can't heal. Yeah, now I can't heal. Well, I don't really need to do this. So what I'll do is I'll just move over here. She'll pick up some loot. And I will do the heal instead. Yeah, the strengthen would be nice for her, but it's not going to be too devastating anyway, so. Now it's her turn, and we will move up to here. Yep. And then Impaling Eruption with Eagle Eye Goggles. This one with Eagle Eye Goggles, this is normally at disadvantage because this is a ranged attack. But because Eagle Eye Goggles is just a normal, we'll go through you, through here, and then more importantly, we'll make the attacks against these archers at advantage. Let's hope for some good pulls here. Well, that worked. And it's also burned. Okay. end her turn. Round 10. I'm thinking we need a short rest regardless anyway. That might be the case. We're going to go Mana Bolt, Reviving Ether. Mana Bolt will be able to heal him 3 and then grab our cards. So I think I might let him take a long rest. Let's see what else is going to be happening here. Alright, so this isn't too bad. We'll go Mana Bolt as suggested. At 7, heal him up for 3, and then Reviving Ether to take back all of our burned cards. That is 5 cards that we're going to regain. Not too bad. 10 for the Scoundrel, just to go a little bit later, I guess. Not sure why. Throwing Knives and Backstab. There's nothing I'm going to be able to do. I'll just make a couple attacks against them. Maybe move around, I'm not sure. 23, we'll go Suggestion to go early, a move 3 for a Curse, and then Lure of the Void. For disarming this, we might move him around, but where we're standing now, if he's disarmed, then we're not going to be seeing any attacks from him. Whereas if I move him out of the way, then something can move up and make attacks, so I'll probably just keep it right there, and then of course long rest for him. So we're going to be seeing the Bandit Archers are going to be attacking 2 of us. Us 2, the Spellweaver and the Red Guard at 1. And then we won't see any attacks from them. So we have 6 health each. I guess they could all pull +1s, but I don't think that's really going to be the case. There it is, folks. Now what? Yeah, I'll just make these attacks. Yep. Jeez. Good work. And this does nothing. I don't think it matters if I move or not, so I'm just not going to. Actually, I will, so that she does not get attacked. No. We'll just skip the movement. She's not going to be attacked anyway because of them. I will have you disarm. And I'm not going to have you move. Just stay right where you are. And I can move. Let's move up a little bit. Skip. And we'll use this to curse. Maybe we'll see some curses. I think they only have the 1 now. Yeah. So we're going to be fine. 1 could pull +2, but I don't think that's going to happen. And it's not going to kill anyone. And this did not move because it has nowhere to go. It's not going to think about its next turn. Like, it could move to here, but why? Like, it doesn't have a place to move next to its target or its focus, so it will not move. Heal up. Fantastic. Round 11. We'll go 32 with the Red Guard. We're just going to be extremely aggressive here. Why not? Healing Sands for a heal of 4. And Desert Night for the jump of move 6. Let's just jump in here, heal up, and we'll deal with the consequences later. Then at 83, she's going to do the same thing. Ride the Wind, a move of 8 with jump, and Fire Orbs for an attack of 3. We've seen this before. She's going to jump back here and make the attacks against them. And we're going late with her so that we can we won't take any of those attacks. We can look at Frost Armor as an option for incoming attacks next round if she's going to be the target. 86, I ended up taking a short rest with the Scoundrel. Why not? We don't really need anything back. We can't get the Cloak of Invisibility back or a Stamina Potion, and she's full health, so there's no reason to just take a long rest. We ended up losing Special Mixture. Don't really need it. Going late single out at 86, and throwing knives just for a move too, but basically going to make the attack against this one. Who will likely be moving into this space, or this space, when it makes an attack against both of these two. Nice ladies. The Void Warden and Scoundrel. Void Warden taking a long rest. Yes. Okay. Ooh. Well, those aren't very fun. And then we have that. An attack of 3. Well, let's do it. I said I was going to deal with the consequences later. But maybe what we want to do is just jump back into here so that they clump around. Is that the better option? And then I don't really have to worry about these attacks, although then that means they will all be moving out here. Let's see where they are going to go before I choose where to end the Void or the Red Guard. So you're number 6, 4, and 2. If I'm back here, then this one would go to, well, this one would probably go into this hex and then make an attack against her twice. An attack of 2 twice. That could probably kill her. So I don't want to go too far. Let's just stay right here. He's going to have to... I mean, he has the hide armor. Do it. Just do it. Get this over with. Okay, we've got some trouble coming up here. Alright, alright. What cards do we have left? We have 4 cards left. Oh, okay, we have to burn. I really don't want to be burning any one of these. And that's a very fast card. I mean, the problem is, if I didn't do this, he'd be back here, and he'd be getting attacked by all of these anyway. I mean, I guess he wouldn't be attacked by the 3 of them, but let's keep this one. That one's probably the one that has to go. All right. I'm afraid of. See, receive damage. Oh, so she got lucky. Now this one's coming around. So we're gonna burn Flame Shroud. Please be nice. Oh god. Well, you're dead. You're dead. That sucks. Yeah, that definitely sucks. But all right, let's keep going. We still have good chances of this here. Here, if we go to this hex, then I'm trying to find a place to go that I can make attacks against 3 for sure. And I want to make attacks against them. But this one backed up. So it's right there, isn't it? It is. Okay, that's where we have to go. Skip. And then we'll make the attacks against you. Oh. Well, we can't pull it again. that was pretty awesome. That was pretty awesome. As for you, I can't do single out anymore because they are all now moved to different spaces. That's pretty bad. Well, we'll move up a little bit and we'll just make a single out attack like that. It is what it is at that point. End your turn. Close of the Abyss, that's the one that's gone. Round 12. Alright, so can the three of them pick up the pieces? Frost Armor, maybe for the bottom ability, or just move away for Impelling Eruption. If I do the bottom ability, then I'm going to be attacking both of these two at disadvantage, and I don't think I like that idea. So I'm probably just going to use this for the initiative and move back a little bit and then make those attacks. The problem is that she's going to be attacked by that. That's a problem. So 23, Thief Snack and Quicken Hands will make an attack 3. Maybe that finishes this off if it's not already dead. If it is, then we can go Thief Snack, Quicken Hands first for a move to attack 2 and then make an attack 3 against one or two of these. Then the other 23 is Suggestion. Have an enemy move 3 and then attack 3. That might be somebody moving back here to make an attack against them. And Lure of the Void potentially for this bottom ability if something needs to be finished off. Let's see if we need to do all of... Oh, man. Way too early. Oh, that's bad. She's going to have to burn Flaming Strike if this hits. And it did. So we will burn Flame Strike. And then you drop a... what a punk. Okay. Well, if that's the case, I still want to do the thing. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have to back up to about here. And then skip that movement. Or let's go back this way and then 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. So we can pick up some loot. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. What a terrible outcome. Okay. I'm not sure if I'll be getting this treasure chest. Let's make this attack first. That's the second time you've done that to me. Skip the movement, make this attack, please. So Gloomhaven is deciding to just end it now, aren't they? Well, how much life do you have? You have 3 life. What I can do is just have it walk back here and it will die from this one. And then I will have an ally. Let's do this now. I'm just going to use it. It's going to burn. I need this to die. And I've already pulled 2 pretty bad ones. I can't do it again, right? Receive that damage. And we'll use this one to kill this one off. Now, it would have been nice to actually... I mean, it would be nice, maybe I kill this, but I think, as I'm trying to say, it would be nice to make the attack, but it's going to die here, so... We got rid of the trap, too. Okay. Good, you pull it, too. That's nice. That's a bummer, because I wanted her to be at full health. Okay. So we're getting to the end here. I think we're okay with the final result of winning. Flanking strike, and let's go with backstab so I have plenty of movement to get all the way back into here. We need to take a short rest. Oh, it says take long rest only. Take that long rest. And as for you, I really want to move quite a bit. How can I get this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's not going to be enough for the scoundrel to make it all the way back here. So let's definitely kill this, and then make our way toward the back, and we'll figure out a way to get everything, or as much as we can. We do have a loot 2 here, so we can just take a short rest, make sure we don't lose that one, and stand somewhere like here and pick up all the loot after killing that last enemy. So kill this one, take a long rest, and as for you, if for some reason it does not die, we'll use Grasp of the Doom, maybe, or we can use it for the bottom move. Let's do it that way. And we can lay a poison out. So let's go flanking strike right there, and yes, finally. And as for coming back here, we just want to get in the way. Well, I guess if we stand right next to her, then the archer's not going to be attacking, or not moving. So this will be an attack at disadvantage if we're standing next to her. So we'll do it that way. Go stand next to her. Good work. And then we'll take a short rest as I suggested and just pick up all this loot. And the treasure chest. We still have this over here. We'll get it if we can. So we'll move and we'll use this. Whoops, we'll use this. Oh man, there's so much loot back here too. I do have a loot right there. Do I care? I kind of want to say yeah. So what I'm gonna do is just heal herself up a little bit. Let's do that. I'm gonna just sit back here and pick up some of this loot, probably. I think I'm just gonna take a long rest with her to get one of those cards back. And then we can maybe loot some of this. We'll see. Freezing Nova could be good for a big heal if necessary, so we'll drop Frost Armor. And I am remembering now. Where can I see it? Become exhausted 12 times. We want to exhaust with her, so we'll take that short rest as I'm suggesting. That's okay, we don't care about that. We'll go with the... Where is it? Throwing knives and smoke bomb. We'll do something like that. So we're burning cards. Let's just burn cards as fast as we can. Monobolt, Freezing Nova. Let's go later though. And we'll do those two. Yeah. So we'll loot. This is just a random Asenath weight derby. Asenath. Loots. ... Why? Why do an ellipses in a game ever? And 12 gold. Well done. Let's see. Well, I guess we can just loot where we stand. and then skip that ability. As for you, it might be cool to just... Do we make this attack? What are the chances of me pulling ×2? I'd like to get some experience out of it. Alright, good. Thank you. And I'm just going to use this to loot something right there. Round 15. And for this round, I clicked through too quickly, but I'm basically just taking long rests. I need to take a long rest with the Spellweaver, and we're just going to kind of move around with her. If she dies, so be it. That's kind of our goal with her, is to become exhausted. I'm pretty sure we can do the work with her. So let's kind of run back here. I'll pick up this loot with her. Or actually, let's go pick up this loot. And in this case, we'll discard these two. Spellweaver's turn will heal, but we don't have anything to burn, so she's going to be dead. Funny she hasn't exhausted yet, but now we have this. I really need to find a way to be able to attack. I guess I have this to make an attack, but I need that movement too. Spellweaver exhausted. How am I going to do this? So I'm just choosing the last cards for this. I really want to find a way to exhaust her, but I still need to kill her. And that's where it's getting tricky. So it's an attack of 3. Like, I might just stand back here and take the hit, but I'm really afraid that I don't have enough cards for her. So maybe it's not enough to kill her. It's not. Okay. Okay, we'll use this to get in their face. Hey, I think I figured it out. Oh, but you're not adjacent. An adjacent ally may perform... Yeah, that would have been really good. Round 17, let's take a short rest. That's okay. And as for you, let's take a short rest for you as well. Okay. And what I'll do is that same thing. Signs of the Void, Gift of the Void. But I need for you to move up closer. So here's how we're going to do it. Move up to here. Skip and skip. Right? Now poison. And then we'll have you make the attack and then die. Now don't mess this up. Okay. That was good. Now die. Scoundrel is now dead. And look at this. Oh, we've left some loot. Never mind. I thought I picked all the loot too. Okay. That worked out pretty well. And she even got fast healer.
With the last bandit dead, you take a moment to catch your breath and steel yourself against the visions of living remains ripping at your flesh. Your target is not among the dead, and you shudder to think what horrors still await you in the catacombs below.
Let's check this out. All battle goals. Fantastic. Scoundrel, of course, doing the work. Spellweaver taking out 8 enemies, but the Scoundrel with 9. And then, of course, the Void Warden looks like they've done nothing, but they did do quite a bit of healing. Experience gained 16, 11, 5, and 5. Well done. Well done, everybody. Back to the map. Let's see what all of this stuff means. 8 experience for everybody. And the magma pit. Plunder an active volcano. That sounds great. Barrow layer is the next quest that's unlocked. We can go there immediately, or we can go back to Gloomhaven first. Now, is there a reason to go back to Gloomhaven? And I kind of want to say yes, because we've picked up a ton of loot, a ton of gold. 24. At 3 each, that means 8, 8, 4, and 4 piles of loot. That's awesome. And 13, 19, 13, and 24 experience. Whew. Well, this should be a very fun series. I'm excited to be playing Gloomhaven again, and I'm excited to be playing from the very beginning. I wasn't entirely sure I was going to be doing this again, and even if I was sure, I didn't know when it was going to happen. But with the release of the new DLC solo scenarios, I couldn't wait any longer, right? Now, I can't promise that there's going to be 2 of these episodes every single week. I'm going to try my best. But again, with the viewers that have been keeping up with my personal life, recently had a child, and she's only 5 weeks old, 5.5 weeks old now. So really tired. And Gloomhaven can really suck out the energy, the tiny amount of energy left that I have. So I'm going to do as much as I can to be able to get these episodes out, but I cannot promise 2 per week. I'll do what I can. So I'll probably be heading back to Gloomhaven before going on to Barrow Layer, where we have to retrieve Jaxura's documents from the leading bandit. This is a boss, which is going to help out, not you, Lavinia Watley, the Goliath Toppler. 4 boss scenarios from the base game. This might take some time too, and I'm okay with that because I like the Void Warden quite a bit, and I'm interested to seeing how she's going to play, particularly with the Scoundrel Asenath Waite Derby and Kazia Mason the Spellweaver. And we already know what she can do with the Red Guard, Tiog. And I think this is going to be an interesting dynamic anyway. Of course, the tank and the Scoundrel standing next to each other are going to do some decent work. But having Lavinia controlling the room and having the monsters attacking each other, along with the Spellweaver laying waste to multiple targets, it's going to be pretty fun. I think I'm very excited to seeing how well they all work together. She did become exhausted. That's good. I didn't see the thing pop up in the corner, and we'll start doing this as soon as I can. Okay. Well, with that, I hope you enjoyed that episode, and I hope you are extremely excited about this new series, as I certainly am. And you can let me know by leaving a like or a comment. If you're feeling ultra generous, you can follow the link below to buy me a coffee. There's also a Discord channel. It's very tiny at the moment, but I'm hoping to grow it out where we can meet and potentially play some Gloomhaven together. We've already started a campaign, me and one of the other subscribers, so meet us there. And for now, thanks for stopping by, and I hope to see you next time.